rum, red 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 rum.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? How you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? Welcome to another I Like Your Style. Today's theme is The Shining, as you saw. Hopefully, you guys brought some good stuff. We want to welcome the panel today. Thank you guys for being here, and cheers. We got Alex, the Beer Master.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for letting me join. Appreciate it.
You bet. Bumpy Road Brews.
Rad Rob.
Chadio.
Here's Chadio.
John and Nilly.
Well, that works better for me because here's Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to think that's the only thing.
You're still in my thunder, Chatty. All right.
And East Coast LK Reviews. Cheers, guys.
I'm doing my job.
Cheers to Thrash in the chat as well. And Bumpy. Thank you, guys. All right. So let's see if you guys brought something good, huh? Let's start off with Alex. All right.
Well, I got Elysian Punkacino Coffee Pumpkin Ale. And it is a 6%er.
Nice.
So let me pour this up. Okay, let me lose my mind for a minute. Hold on. There we go. This one smells good. Let's pour this up, shall we? I keep forgetting to do that. Well, that's what that looks like. It looks like a stout, if you want my opinion, even though it's an ale. So, well, I'm going to give a smell and taste next time around. Appreciate you. Cheers.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Cheers, man. Bumpy.
I have to say this. Most people, if they had a shirt that said The Rock, it would have like John, Dwayne Johnson. He's actually got the fucking
The Rock.
The Rock.
The actual Rock, yeah.
I do.
Wow.
Alcatraz, baby.
All right.
Amazing.
Alcatraz.
That is
The Rock.
serial killer. So the beer that I'm bringing is from Four Quarters Brewing Company. They're out of someplace in Vermont. Doesn't really matter. Who cares? Winnisookee, Vermont. This one's called "This Place Is Haunted."
Nice.
Kind of looks like the Stanley Hotel there on the left.
It's
There you go.
very, very similar.
at you.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
So this place is haunted. It is an IPA brewed with an unholy amount of mosaic and L hops. It's 7% ABV.
Perfect.
All right. There's no canned on date on this, but I'm presuming it's brewed for this time of year. So, all right, you guys ready?
Yes. Oh, damn.
Nice. Oh, God, it's green.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
It is green. It also has some type of blue dye in it to make it this color. So it's got kind of this like light kind of sea green head, sea foam green, we'll call it. And it looks more white on camera there, but then it's definitely that putrid, slimy green coloration.
Yeah, that looks crazy, dude. Cool.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. All right. Well, Chadio, what do you have?
From True Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado, I have their Nordic farmhouse ale called Blood Axe. There you go. 7% ABV. Looks like it has orange peel and grains of paradise in it. I don't really think The Shining was much of a paradise for anyone, was it? So let's get this Norwegian farmhouse out of the can.
Grains of Paradise. I think that's kind of like coriander. I had a beer that was like that. It was a wheat beer that had it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. It looks just like a Tripel in color. Very orangey, a little hazy, a little heady, a little murdery.
Little murdery. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cool. Cheers, Chelio. Thank you. All right, John, man. It's good to have you here.
All right. So just, to shout out all you guys. I've been watching all your shows. I know I haven't joined a lot lately, but been doing great work. And I'm excited to be here. And I think I've got a good one, considering what we've seen so far for the Shining beers. I thought mine wasn't going to be that Shining-esque, but now I feel like it is. So I've got a beer from Grimm, which I haven't had a lot from them. This is their double negative Imperial Stout. So you got the two Grim Reapers, right? The two girls in the hallway. You got Jack Nicholson's his like split personality as the character as he slowly falls into insanity. And it looks like the Grim Reapers, they're coming out of like long hallways. There's a lot of long hallways in the movie where the kids riding a bike and stuff. So I this is Shining-ish. And it's 10% alcohol. And I'm really excited about this. I've never had it. They're in Grimm is out of Brooklyn, New York. This beer has won gold and silver medals at the Great American Beer Festival. This is not a barrel-aged stout or anything like that. So I'm really interested to try this beer because it's just a straight stout at 10%. That's won gold and silver medals in competition. So I'll pour it up really quick. And
is that just Grimm or is it Grimm Brothers? What's the brewing company?
It's Grimm.
Okay,
Just
because
Grimm.
there's
I'll
a
have to
Grimm
look it up.
Brothers.
Grimm-
There's a Grimm Brothers here, so
No, this is Grimm out of Brooklyn, New York. Michael Cormorant done a lot of their beers on my channel on Stout Sunday over the years. And anyway, there's your pour. Pretty much jet black. When I hold it up to the light, I can see little tinges of brown around the bottom of the glass. Didn't pour with much of a head, but it's got a nice dark tan, creamy looking head. Looks good.
Yes, looks great.
It smells good. I'll give you guys my thoughts next time around. Cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, man. All right. Tanner.
All right. I don't know how this happened. Wasn't planned.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
that's
Same
hilarious.
here, guys. Love it.
Oh yeah, John already spoke about it, so I don't really have
We didn't talk before the show or anything.
I thought same lines as you, just kind of guy Grim Reaper lurking around the house. I thought it was kind of fitting, but
The one time John shows up, right, Tanner?
No, this is exciting. This is nice because we'll get to hear two different.
yeah, cool. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited.
10%. Like Johnson's got the awards, and looks pretty good. Mine's actually kind of cold. I had it in the freezer, but I took it out like 20 minutes ago. I just got home with it. But let's pop this open.
All Tanner has to do is whatever John just said. I agree. Next.
Yeah. Pretty much. All right. Snifter.
Man, it looks delicious. Just like
I want to ask Alex since he's here. Have you ever seen? Has everybody on panel seen The Shining?
I haven't.
I've seen it years ago because I remember
I watched it
many
every
times.
year.
I've seen the movie and the TV series.
Okay.
Seen both and I read the book.
Now I didn't know about the TV series, but I did watch the movie.
Neither did I.
Okay. All right. I was just wondering.
Yeah, the movie was very.
Yeah, TV series had what's his name from Wings that played Jack.
I'm going to shut up. I want to let Jay Tanner talk, but yeah, I'll series.
All right. So pitch black appearance. It's got this brown head that completely dissipated by the time I got to speak again.
Almost.
Doesn't even have like any like ruby tint at the bottom. It's pitch black all the way through.
looks like a little bit of effervescence, but it's already starting to create like kind of some alcohol legs at the top. Create this kind of a ring. But yeah, it looks good. Excited to try this. And I guess me and John are doing an examination now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Definitely. Cool. Cheers, Tanner. All right. Did I just call you Tendon? Tanner?
Oh my god.
Tendon.
Man.
It's all right.
Tinder
Torrance.
Tanner.
Tender
Call him-
Tanner.
just call him Mrs. Torrance.
Please don't call me late for dinner, Mr. Bumpy. I mean, Mr. Beerman.
Well, I had a hard time finding one, kind of, but I found this, and it works because it has an axe on it, and it's called Hellfire IPA from Lewitt Brewing.
Nice.
Kind of hellish. 6.4% IPA, made with hopped with Simcoe, Mosaic, and Zamba hops. Never heard of Zamba. These guys are out of Vancouver, Washington, and there's no date. So we're in for a surprise, all of us. It's very gloopy in the pour. Finger head, nice rocky top there. Pretty firm head though. Off-white, a little yellowed. It's hazy. Can't really see through it. It's somewhat opaque. It's a dirty glass mafia. For sure. Good looking golden beer though. Smells decent. It's not old, I don't think. All right, cool. So let's get back to Alex. Cheers.
Yes. All right. Well, as you can see, that looks like a milky look onto that beer. I mean, it looks beautiful. Nice and dark. I honestly could be a stout, in my opinion. If you don't know what an ale is, you would think this is a stout because it is a dark stout, pitch black stout. This is a perfect beer for Halloween, for The Shining, all of the scary movies for 2 more weeks of this series. The Legendary Beer Man show. So let's see what this smells like. When I first smelled it, you could smell that cinnamon vibe and that pumpkin vibe. You know, that the seasonal smells like you're supposed to smell. Smells a little. It smelled sweet when I first smelled it. That smells really good. So let's see what this tastes like. It smells cinnamony. Smells just like the season, like it's supposed to do. So let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Cheers.
First thing you taste is that pumpkin spice. Assuming nutmeg, I would say nutmeg as well, because you don't really taste pumpkin, as I said 50,000 times before. This is really good. No bitterness. I'm actually surprised at that. Yeah, that goes down the palate really smooth. Kind of has a creamy mouthfeel. Very good. Again, it's a pumpkinchino, so you would you expect that creaminess. Just like if you get a cappuccino, you expect the creaminess. So that's what this is based off of, except it's a pumpkin version of Halloween. So that's what you're expecting. Yeah, you just a lot of flavors in the mouthfeel. There's, like I said, like nutmeg. It's just all seasoned in that mouth. I just love it. No bitterness at all. And if there is, very, very slight. This is very tasty. Does dry out the palate a little bit, but not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, that is a good flavor beer. Now, do you taste a little bit of coffee? Not really. I thought I did, but not really. But if you don't like coffee, I do. Don't get me wrong. I don't like coffee like regular coffee. I like coffee beers. Let's make that clear. I don't want to get people confused. Ditch there. I don't taste no coffee though. So that's the thing. So if you don't like coffee, I do. Like I said, I like coffee beers. But if you don't like coffee, this would be a good beer. You cannot taste that coffeeness, but you can taste that creaminess in the beginning. So it's a good beer if you don't like coffee. You let me know what you think. If you can get this beer, I think most people can. But it's in a variety pack. Just let you know. I don't know if you can get a 4-pack of this. I mean, you may, but you only can get, as far as I know, a variety pack. So, yeah. I hate to be a broken record. Very seasonable, very flavorful, very nutmeggy. It's just all around delicious beer. But like I said, it does not taste like coffee. So that is really, maybe I might taste a little coffee in the back end, but it's more pumpkin and nutmeg and all the seasoning that makes a pumpkin. So very delicious. So if you can get this, let me know what you think of it. And that is this right here. Please do. I'll give the rating and stuff like that next time around. Cheers.
All right, Alex. Thank you, man.
Yes.
I'm always a broken record.
Cheers.
I feel like I'm a broken record, and I hate that.
Hey, all right. And now we got Bumpy Road Brewery. Cheers.
I'm gonna come right out and say it. This is a piss poor example of a beer.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, gimmicky as all hell. Basically, that's what they went for, gimmicks. There's hardly
Like my life is
any recognizable aromatics. I mean, it's spicy. It's got like this kind of spiciness to it, this herbal, spicy type tone. There might be a little bit of like a crackery presence from any malt. Yeah, it's just got kind of this spiciness. There might be like a little bit of like a possible like lime scent, very very faint. And it's just this kind of herbal spice. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Please be delicious.
Cheers.
It's not, Alex.
Bumpy.
It's much like the aromas. It's just a very thin, watery body. It's wet. I mean, it does dry the palate a little bit, but there's no softness to it. There's nothing in this that, I mean, I guess it's not saying that it's a New England IPA, even though it is Murray. But it's there's like hardly any real flavors to this besides like this kind of like wet wheat and like this herbal spiciness. That's about it. The bitterness is mild to moderate, I guess, because the body's so thin. It tastes like hop water.
Oh wow.
With like hops that would just be spicy. I mean, there's mosaic in here and stuff. It's like there's no berry notes. You know, I don't know what Eld hops give off. I know that used to be Stella hops, and then they had to change the name because Stella expired. And whatever that gives off, it's just zesty spiciness. Hop water, dirty hop water at that. And yeah, there's nothing. I'm gonna finish drinking this because I opened it up, but I've got one other. I picked up 2 of these. I'm glad I didn't get a full 4-pack because somebody bought a bunch of them, and I was just like, oh. So I thought there'd be a 4-pack left in the store. So I grabbed the last 2 cans because I thought this would be good coming from 4 quarters. It's not. And I'll give you my score when I come back around. But yeah, it's just shit.
I will tell you this, Bumpy. That the color of your beer matches that writing on your shirt. It's perfect.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Kind of right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all they did. They took the gimmicks to the extreme with this, and just they didn't care about making a good beer. They just cared about, hey, how much food dye can we put
What's
in?
the what's the brewery that made the beer, Bumpy?
4 quarters.
I've never where they're out
I've
of
never heard of
Vermont.
that either.
Vermont. Okay.
I've seen their products before.
Well,
I've never heard of it, Legendary Tanner.
you're drinking it. That's all that matters.
Get it down.
Cheers, Bumpy. Thanks, man. All right. All right, Chatty-O.
So, fun
And
fact
your-
about
and
The
your
Shining. I'm a cat back. Fun fact about The Shining. Only the exterior was the Stanley Hotel. The interior was either a movie lot in California or a hotel in Oregon, where a lot of it was shot. So, boom, there you go. But as for the beer, there's some sediment in there. I see it kind of floating around a little bit in there. A little sedimentary in there. Not too bad, but usually that's what you get with excuse me, orange peel and yeah, the paradise what do they call it? Malt
Grain paradise.
grain paradise. Whatever. It's been a long day, but cool. Look at the light behind me, it's crazy. But yeah, nice golden color, almost like a Tripel. Definitely reminds me of Tripel in its color. Head has retained itself decently, so going for a smell. Yeah, definitely getting the paradise and the orange peel from it. Ghost cat. But yeah, it definitely has a Tripel smell to it. Cheers. Let me dive into the taste.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm getting the zestiness from the orange. It's thin, very thin. It's a lot thinner than I was hoping in flavor. But it's enjoyable. It's refreshing, but there's really not much there. It's just super thin. Like I could easily crush this, and it's 7%. So a couple of these would probably make me a little silly. But lacing's okay. Not great lacing, but it's all right. Yeah, I was expecting a lot more from this. It's very watery. It's very unfortunate, but guess I'll have numbers next time around.
All right.
Onward to you, Johnny.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers, J.O. Johnny.
Johnny boy.
Johnny. All right, back again with the grim double negative. I'm interested to hear what Tanner has to say about it. Honestly, more than what I got to say about it. But I haven't. I've not actually tasted it yet, but I have been smelling it a little bit. It smells pretty standard at 10%. I'm not picking up any alcohol, which is always a plus when you're getting into these high ABV stouts. Very roasty and toasty on the nose. A lot of like dark toasted bread, maybe a smidge of dark chocolate. Honestly, it's very straightforward. There's not much there. I'm used to drinking barrel aged stuff and higher ABV beers. This is higher ABV, but it's not barrel aged. If you've ever had like Lion Stout or some of the other big name higher ABV straight stouts, this smells a lot like those. There's really nothing, out of the ordinary with the aroma. If you gave this to me blindfolded, didn't tell me anything about what it was, I would identify it as a very roasty, stout. But that's about it. There's really not. I wouldn't say that it was high alcohol though, just based off of the aroma. It smells good though, but not much there on the aroma for me. So cheers. Let's see what the palate is.
Cheers.
Cheers. Boy. Appreciate it.
It's very good. A little bit more there on the flavor. Getting the roasted barley malt right up front. Almost has a little bit of a smoky character to it. Nice and bready in the middle of the sip. There's some dark chocolate there. There's a little bit of a caramel, like sweet note. And then on the back end, as I swallow it down, a little bit of bitterness in the back of the throat. There's no warming effect or anything to indicate that it's a high ABV stout, though. You could really just chug this down if you wanted to. Not that I recommend that. I don't ever recommend chugs. Chugging is for people that don't appreciate beer.
And especially if it's a 10, 11, 12% beer, unless you want to be real buzzed.
It's nice. It's nice. It's straightforward. I can see why it's won awards because it's a straight imperial stout, no added flavors or barrel aging.
No adjuncts.
And no adjuncts. They do it very well. But it's just, for me, getting into a lot of the Bourbon County and the Founders and all these barrel-aged beers, it's almost too simple. I want more complexity with something like this. But it's definitely very well made. Like I said, I can see why it's won awards. Dark chocolate, a little bit of caramel, roasty, bready, malt notes, and a little bit of a bitterness on the finish. A little astringency there. Some may interpret that as like a coffee type flavor. I wouldn't necessarily say that it has a coffee flavor, but I can see why people might say that. That's about all I'm getting. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. It's a really enjoyable beer. None of the alcohol is coming through. That's the most impressive thing. At 10%, it drinks like a straight 5 or 6% stout would. It drinks very smooth, very easy drinking. But yeah, that's about it. So I'll think about what I want to say as far as a rating and all that next time around. And let's hear what Tanner has to say about it.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, John.
Thanks, John.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
All right. Tanner.
Yeah, I do kind of agree. The aroma is definitely not like super robust, but it's funny you said that about the coffee. I think you said more on the palate, the coffee thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm getting like that roasty, toasty note. I was kind of like, I was going to say straightforward coffee. And then there's like a little bit of like cocoa, maybe like a little like vanilla. I'm not really getting like any type of like dried fruits, like any raisin or anything like that. But I am getting like a decent amount of sweetness. I think the roasty note, it's definitely more roasty, dark, robust, rather than like your sweeter imperial stouts. But there's like a little bit of like caramel in there. Yeah, it's got cocoa, but it's not to the point where sometimes you get like that chocolate wafer. I'm not really getting that with this. But overall, yeah, it smells pretty good. Like John said, 10%. I'm not getting any ethanol, alcohol burn on the nose. But let's dive into it. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, legendary Tanner. Appreciate you.
Alex, you know what it is? It's creamy.
Nah.
Perfect.
Got some good body. It's not super thick, but it is definitely like medium full bodied. A little bit of like a dry astringency on the back end. It's honestly it has like a little bit of like a floral aspect to it. So it does kind of have like a decent bitterness, decent drying, astringency. Yeah, up front, I get kind of like a coffee cream, dark chocolate, not overly sweet, just like a little bit of sweetness. It's pretty standard. It's definitely not like punchy in the face with all different types of complex flavors, but it's a decent beer.
I concur.
Little maybe like maybe fig, a little bit of like fig possibly. It's pretty straightforward. 10%. I mean, it's not boozy at all. Definitely the only thing that's kind of holding you back is the viscosity of the beer, but there's no burn. And as far as like offensive flavors, there's nothing really offensive other than that kind of lingering coffee, bitter aftertaste. But yeah, overall, it's pretty. I would say a good way to describe this beer is definitely balanced, but more on the roasty side rather than like the sweeter side. Personally, I like a little bit more of the sweeter imperial stouts. I think somebody like Bumpy might not like this because I think he's kind of along the same lines where he doesn't really enjoy like that bumpy flavor. But it's a good looking beer and it tastes decent. So probably gonna have a good score for this. But give me all the adjuncts, baby. I want all the adjuncts. Throw them all in here. So
Nice.
Well, all 7 of them.
I just want, you know what I want? If they made a barrel aged version of this, I would give it a much higher.
yeah,
score.
I think that
It's just too straightforward and not enough excitement, you know?
Not
Yeah,
enough thrill.
Yeah, not enough thrills.
Yeah, for sure. Cool looking bottle though. I will say.
It is.
Yeah.
I feel this is cool. I like that we both brought the same beer.
Yeah,
That's unbelievable.
I mean, what are the odds?
How much did you pay for yours, John?
Oh gosh, $8.99 maybe.
Oh,
For the
really? Wow. Yeah, I think I paid like 11 for mine. So, not bad.
Oh, okay. I could it maybe. I mean, honestly, it's been a week or two since I bought it, but I think I got it for under $10.
Okay.
Not
I
bad.
don't see any.
It may have been $9.99, but it wasn't. Yeah.
And there's no type of date on here or anything. Well, it says
No. Well, it does say.
Pint 0.9.
Yeah,
It
just
does
says
say
bottle-
2022, so it's this year. Yeah.
bottle and stuff. Yeah.
So this year's version.
This would probably be a beer that. So yeah, I'd probably let this maybe after a year or so try it. You know, maybe grab it on a bottle, let it sit for a little.
The bitterness, yeah, that actually I think that would be a good idea. Let it sit for a year or two, kind of let the astringent coffee type things fade out, and maybe you know a little bit more of that caramel malt and the sweet notes would come through more, which personally is my preference because this does have a pretty good. I don't think I mentioned it when I was talking about it, but Tanner did. It does have a pretty good, a moderate bitterness when you swallow it down from that coffee type note. But as you swallow it down, it's got a moderate bitterness to it.
It's got a little bit of like a floral aspect to it.
Which too, you know, we didn't mention this, but it says on the side of the label that it's a platonic form. It's basically a Russian Imperial Stout, which Russian Imperial Stouts tend to be more bitter anyway. Like the Old Rasputin, for instance, is a very bitter, higher alcohol beer. So for what they were trying to do as far as the Russian Imperial Stout, the style is concerned, they hit the nail on the head because it does have a pretty significant bitter flavor to it on the finish.
Is yours cold, John? Mine's still a little chilled.
Mine was in the fridge, and it's probably 45 to 47 degrees now. I've had it out for like 45 minutes or so, but yeah, it was cold. Yeah, I always start with mine chilled and let them warm up because I feel like you get a little bit of everything as it develops versus starting with it at room temperature. I don't think that's a good idea. Just because I like a little bit of a chill in all of my stouts to begin with. So it's all personal preference. I don't like when people say, oh, well, you're drinking it at the wrong temperature. It's whatever, you know, if you like to drink it ice cold, then fine. But it's good to let it warm up because this is like an hour to an hour and 15-minute show. So it's going to warm up as we're drinking and talking about it anyway.
Yeah.
Good night, Steve. Steve's Bar. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a decent score. Like you said, as far as what they were shooting for, the Russian Imperial, I think they did a pretty good job. Is it better than Old Rasputin? And Old Rasputin's much cheaper. You get 4 bottles for like what?
Yeah, $12.99, $13.99.
Does Old Rasputin come in a 4 or a 6-pack? I think it's a 4 actually for like $10 or something. I can go.
I think it used to be a 6-pack, but I think it's a 4-pack now.
Yeah, and it's like $10.
Yeah.
I figure you can get much more beer. This is like a 16.9, I think.
Legendary Tanner, if I remember correctly, don't they have a barrel aged version of the Old Rasputin? I've had the original.
The regular one's better.
What?
The regular one's better. I've had the Old Rasputin barrel aged.
Wait a minute, that's the barrel aged one right there,
That's
right?
the barrel aged one.
Yeah,
Well,
the regular one's better. It's
I disagree with that.
It's totally lackluster for a barrel aged Russian.
Yeah.
Depends on the year. It depends on the year because I had a
What year was that, Legendary Tanner?
2016 or 20.
XIX, whatever the hell that means.
Oh,
Yeah.
19?
I like
2019.
I like the original Legendary Tanner, but I need to try the barrel age. and maybe do a side by side. Maybe I'll do a side by
That
side
was like
with you.
$22, and I kind of felt played after I drank that for $22.
But what I'm saying, Tanner, I'll try to get the original and the side by
Oh,
side.
yeah. All right. Cheers, Tanner.
I'll talk to that later.
Thanks,
Tanner.
brother.
Sorry, dear man.
You all right, dude? You all right? Okay. Oh, I almost got my sideshow beer instead of the one I'm reviewing.
Oh, yeah, I got a side beer too.
Hey,
Everybody's got a good side piece, you know. You got to have a good or side beer. Excuse me.
you gotta. It kind of cuts the edges away, you know, the sharp daggers. You gotta get well rounded in these shows. Hellfire IPA. Okay. Oh, this is not. It's not bad. It's not old, that's for sure. No date, so I didn't know. Orange and pineapple are the big ones in this. A little grapefruit. It's kind of more of a like a westy kind of chill hazy kind of. It's more of a hazy kind of westy. That's what it smells like. Pineapple though, pineapple orange, tangerine orange, more of a sharper sour orange. Slight sweetness, slight saltiness there, or salty. I mean, like a slight sour in the nose. Not bad. Yeah, good lacing. Already starting up, 6.4%. Yeah, so no leggage. Lacing's good. Looks great. Medium rising bubble. Let's drink this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let us. No, I won't say the word. That's funny though. I like Zack and
Did
Miri's
someone say bless
porn
you?
movie. No, it makes a porn. You ever seen Zack and Miri Makes Porn? I like that movie. It's good.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Let
movie.
us. All right. Oh, it's sour in the mouth too. It's actually got kind of a sour grapefruit, like a white grapefruit. No, more like a pink grapefruit. Wow. Pink grapefruit with the tangerine, slight nectarine in there. There's a bit of that tangerine kind of bites through that grapefruit. A pine in the finish as well, a nice drying finish. This tastes like Sculpin from
the Sculpin IPA from
that grapefruit one they have.
Yeah.
It kind of has that flavor. It's got that thing going on.
California. I can't remember.
Yeah. I've been to their brewery in Long Beach. Yeah,
they were bought out by InBev years ago, but
They
I
sure
used
were.
to.
Damn InBev. God damn it.
Right.
But good medium body, medium drinker. Somewhat of a creamy, medium low carbonation, mouthfeel. Like I said, creamy.
Ballast Point. There you go.
Ballast Point. Yep. It's got that hardcore grapefruit. Yeah. Like you guys just said the word. John just did. That astringent kind of, or like I guess that's the word, astringent, or astringent.
Bitter.
Kind of an astringent kind of mouth puckering feel. Wow. And it's not a sour. It's drinkable though. It's cool. It's nice. It's relaxing. It's creamy. Like I said, it's comfortable. It's not bad. If it's kind of like sweet, it's putting sugar on your grapefruit, kind of that feel. I like to put sugar on my grapefruit when I cut it up and eat it. It's been a while, but good beer, man. It's a great beer, actually. It's got everything. I mean, there's no alcohol. There's nothing like that. It's just kind of nice. I don't know. It's loose. It's kind of that creaminess brings a looseness. It just goes down really swell. Really nice. Really perfect. Good. I like it. Cool. So let's get back to Alex with our last thoughts. Cheers to you guys. Great beers tonight.
Well,
Great
unfortunately,
beers. Interesting beers.
This beer's gone. I can't get any more.
Alex wasn't playing around. He's done.
Don't play around. So I'm gonna give the beer. I mean, it has great flavor. Great flavor. Again, I would knock it back because it doesn't have that coffee flavor. So, but again, great flavor. But I don't like to be so. I like to be serious, but at the same time, I want to have fun with it. I'll guess. Yes, I would give it. I would knock it back a little bit because there's no coffee. Coffee flavor, but because there's other flavors and I like it. Well, it shouldn't be about me liking it. It should be about whoever likes it, actually. But just tell me how it is. I'll give it an 85. It's a good beer, very delicious beer. I was going to give it a 90, but you know what? I'll give it an 85. It's a okay beer, very good. I would get it again if it's in a variety pack or something like that. That's a very good beer. If you can get it, please do. So I just, I'd probably give it a 90 if it was, or a 95 if it had a lot more, if it had coffee flavor. But because I had that smoothness again, that creaminess, I'll still give it an 85 because I don't want to go, I'm going to give it a 90 just because, it has that creaminess. No, I'm going to give it an 85 and I'm going to stay at 85. But if it had all the bells and whistles, the creaminess, the coffeeness, all that. Like I said, it did have the cappuccino creaminess, but it didn't have that coffeeness. So I'll give it an 85. It's still good enough to drink if you want to drink this. It's not nasty. I would get it again if I see it in the variety pack. But other than that, it's just good beer. It's a good beer. But like I said, I knocked it down a little bit because of the fact that it was there was no coffee, but there was creaminess. So like I said, I should give it a 90, but I'm not going to do that. So 85 it is, and that's it for me. And I'm going to shut up and let someone else talk. And then obviously next time around we'll be doing shout outs and stuff. Appreciate it.
Digging your honest scoring, dude. Lately, dude, you've been 85 is good, man. Right on.
Well, no, I've been.
Well, you're honest. I'm just saying you've been kind of working with your scores, and I like it. I think it's I think you're paying attention to what you're drinking, and I think it's great. I think
it's time to span it up a little bit, because I've been on YouTube for 5 years when it comes to Legendary Brandon and Trish and other YouTubers joining their live streams. But the thing is, because I've been doing my own channel for the past 3 years, I'm basically learning from you guys, and because in my gun, I just do whatever I want. But then at the same time, you do have to listen once in a while. I mean,
that's right.
That's what friends are all about, I'm gonna shut up now. Cheers.
I'll shut up too. No, cheers, Alex. Thanks,
I appreciate your beer, man. Thank you, brother. I love you, man.
Well, now we got Bumpy. Let's see what he thinks.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I looked it up on Tab just to see. Now there's some people that are reasonable, and then there's some people that are like, there's a lot of messed up people in this world. So
where do you fall?
Untapped somehow scores an average of 3.82 out of 5. I'm giving it a 30.5 out of 50. It's just barely it's not even into the drinkable category. It's between a drain pour and drinkable.
Are you going to drain pour it?
I'm going to dump my other can of this because it's not worth my while.
Don't you drain pour it. When we hang out, you give it to me.
I'll give it to you.
Give it to Johnny Boy.
I'll give it to you.
Give it to John. He'll drink it.
I'll give it to you, John. Don't you worry about
it.
Thank you.
Don't you waste beer, Bumpy.
Dude, this is like fucking hogwash.
It can't be worse than the Merrimack beer I had last week. Merrimack L's in Lowell. Avoid at all costs.
Yeah. It's just gimmicky bullshit. They made a piss poor beer just so they could put food coloring in it and put it in some this place is haunted can art. And
have you had other beers from that brewery that have been good, or is that the only?
I've had other beers from them that have been much. This is like the worst beer I've ever had from them. Nothing I've had from them has blown me away, but this is like Smut Labs makes better shit than this.
There you go, then.
Yeah. All right.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that sucks. Crack open something else and enjoy the rest of the show.
No, I'm just finishing this because we got the gauntlet going. So this is at least water and disgusting enough that I'm not just guzzling it down.
Well, all right.
Cheers.
Sorry, Bumpy. Cheers.
Hey,
well, at least I know. At least
it is what it is. Yeah.
At least I know this Legendary Bumpy will never get this beer again. I know that.
Oh hell no.
Save my money.
Cheers.
Oh, you
Cheers,
know
brother.
we're back now.
Kind of with Bumpy with my beer. I've been sipping on it, and I'm just like, nothing. The old brewery up the road from me made a Norwegian farmhouse. It was awesome. They would use, I think, juniper branches in the boil, and it's literally feeding the boil for 12 hours with juniper branches. I could see why they did that because it covered up just the blandness of this type of beer. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Am I going to score it a 35 like on the Bumpy scale? No, I'll give it a 75 out of 100. Would I buy this again? No, it wasn't worth my money. I'd rather go out and buy like Keystone Light. At least it has some flavor. But
Well,
yeah, not a fan. I've had a few from True, and to me they're hit or miss. True Brewing Company out of Denver. They're hit or miss, but
oh yeah, I've heard of that. Okay.
yeah, TRVU. They're like a heavy metal brewery, but
Right.
this is one of their misses. It happens, but 75 out of 100.
Cool.
Cheers.
All right, man. Cheers. Cheers, Jadio.
Here's video.
All right, John.
So the Grim Double Negative. It's a really enjoyable beer. I'm kind of torn on my rating. It has everything that a Russian Imperial Stout should have. It's got great, roasted malt character, nice bready middle. It's got the bitterness that you'd expect from a Russian Imperial. Like Tanner said, it does have a little bit of almost like a floral thing. The astringent note that you get from the intensity of the roasted malt kind of creates almost like a coffee vibe in there. And I think I didn't mention it, but I think Tanner mentioned almost like a vanilla, a sweet type note in there. I think I was more on the caramel side, but there's definitely a little bit of a sweetness in there, and it's very silky smooth, and it drinks really easy for 10%. No alcohol, even as it's warmed in the last 47 minutes that the show has started. There has been no indication that this is a higher alcohol beer. No alcohol burn going down, none of that. But for me personally, it's a little bit too plain. There's not enough complexity with it. I would like a little bit more bang for my buck. For another $1, I could have bought a Bourbon County Stout, and I like that a lot more than I like this. So personal preferences, it's going to get knocked down on that. If I was just rating it on a Russian Imperial Stout, it would get a little bit higher rating. But at the same time, the old Rasputin, I think, is better than this. So I'm going to knock it down. I'm going to go 92. For me, it's an A-. It's almost getting into that solid A range. It's definitely excellent for the style, but my personal preferences, this is not one that I would ever buy again. I could understand why it won medals at the Great American Beer Festival because they do execute this beer really nicely, but it's just not on the same level as what I'm used to drinking with these higher ABV stouts. But it's a very nice beer nonetheless. 92 out of 100. I would recommend it, especially if you don't like barrel-aged stuff. If you just like straight stouts, this will be one that you could drink. A little bit higher ABV that tastes more like a session. Because it's not viscous. It's not thick or sticky like a lot of these, higher ABV barrel-aged stouts with maple syrup and whatever. It doesn't cling to the palate, and it's not lingering. So it's nice. It's a nice beer. 92 out of 100. That's all I got. Thank you.
That's nice. Awesome. Thanks, John.
Legendary Johnny Boy, I've been wanting to ask you.
Oh.
This has nothing to do with this beer, but did you try the Founder's French Toast Dirty Bastard?
I haven't seen it, but if I ever, I plan to try it. I just have to find
Good,
it.
just like me. All right, awesome. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, dude. Cheers, John.
Cheers.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a little too bland for my liking. Like I said, I'm big into the adjuncts with the Imperial Stouts, and it's just kind of spendy. Like I said, I could get the old Rasputin $10 a 4-pack. I think it's right around the same ABV. I think old Rasputin's like 9.5, if not.
It's right around. Yeah, it's very similar.
9.5.
Yeah.
This to me is a good. This beer would actually be perfect if anybody else, if you ever go to John's Stout Sunday, this would be a really good morning beer, a morning stout. Like John said, there's like almost no booze to it. Very light in carbonation, creamy mouthfeel. Like I said, it was kind of getting like coffee cream with like a little bit of chocolate. Personally, I like when the chocolate is over the coffee, and this one is definitely more coffee forward, more roasty in my opinion. But overall, it's super easy to drink. Of course, it's got that viscosity to it, so you're not really going to down this. It's definitely more along the sides of like something like a dessert beer, something you just kind of sit back, maybe throw up a TV show or something and just enjoy. Or you share with a friend and let them know what a Russian Imperial Stout should taste like. Because I think this is definitely a beer that follows suit in what a Russian Imperial should taste like. So in that aspect, if I was rating it off of like style, I would say like 95, 96 range. Personally, I'm going to give it a 90. So I think I've had a lot of stouts, especially going to the Beer Tour Palooza. I like just the crazy adjuncts. I like the thick, almost like chocolate syrup viscosity when it comes to like bigger bottles of stouts. And yeah, I'd buy it again. I'd definitely purchase another bottle. I'd probably share it with somebody. Probably just bring it and have somebody else try it. Say like, oh, you like Old Rasputin? Try this out. But yeah, overall, I think it's just it's too plain and simple for my liking as far as like what I drink when I'm drinking these bigger beers. Yeah, so 90 out of 100 for me.
Nice, dude. All right,
91 average between the two of
91
us.
average.
Yeah, right.
Nice. It's all right. Yeah, so this beer, it's kind of pulling off. It's not old, but it's pulling off like a weird. As it warmed up, it got a little more strange. I'm trying to think of what I was getting. It was like I guess sourdough bread, kind of a sour funkiness. It was weird. It was interesting at the same time, but not bad. Drinkable, yeah. Would I get it again? Probably not. I'd probably give this like an 85 out of 100. It's not bad. The grapefruit, I think it was good. I liked it. I liked the grapefruit first when it was colder. It tasted better as it warmed up. It just got kind of, so you got to drink this fast. But yeah, not bad. That's really all I have to say about that. So let's get on with our our credits and our things. Let's shout each other's stuff out. Let's do it. Heck yeah. Let's see. We got Alex. We got Bumpy. We got Chadio. We got John. We got Tanner. Go for it, man. Cheers, guys.
Well,
Alex.
okay. All right. Well,
All right. So for shout out, no, I'm just kidding, Alex.
I love you, Tanner. I love you. Keep it up, brother. For shout outs, like Tanner just said, hey, for Food Friday, we're going to be having the Ghost Pepper Whopper from Burger King. And I've said this all week. If you don't have a Burger King, and if you don't have that burger, you just make your own if you want. It's still gonna be Burger King. It's still gonna be all that. But like I said, you guys might, if you have a Burger King, fine, and they have the sandwich, yeah, buy it. If you don't, you can make it. I'm always thinking Lincoln. So stay tuned for that. And, I'm looking forward to that after tomorrow night. And then that's around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then tomorrow night, we're going to be having Alex and friends around between 10 o'clock, 10:30, whether we're drinking beer or not. It's just all about having fun. Obviously, I end up drinking beer, but that's not the main of the show. The main of the show is just to hang out and whatever. So if you don't drink, that's fine too. So even though it's a beer channel, but totally different show.
Right.
So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I look forward to these shows every week. I love it. Then other shout-outs, don't forget Legendary Rick Jopoulos. He does beer reviews. He has beer reviews with his dad. He has beer reviews with his wife. He has beer reviews with his friend Bear. He hasn't been on for maybe a couple weeks or so, but That's okay. Hoping he'll be back soon. I'm talking about Bear, obviously. Rick Jobless is still going on with the shows. Hoping he'll be back, Mr. Bear. And then everybody, and then don't forget you got what's it called, the people that were in the Beer Palooza. You got, well, one of them's here. I mean, two of them's here, so they can shout themselves out. But don't forget, you got legendary. What's his name? Jesus, Matt from Massive Beer Reviews. You got Matt from Massive Beer Reviews. Check him out. Check out legendary Kyle. Check out which is No Hype Beer Reviews. Check out Joe from the Beer Patrol. Check him out. And then who else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, FLX Beer Reviews. So check those 3 or 4 people. Check those channels out. I'm gonna shut up now and just enjoy those shows. Cheers.
Unreal, Alex.
I'm real, all right.
You took everything out of our mouths.
Hey, I'm slick, man.
Why don't you just shout everybody out, Alex?
There you go. All right.
Because I'm weird.
Less we all have to do.
Yeah, you can shout everybody out you want. Again, I don't care. It's just, hey, the more exposure, the better.
Appreciate you, man.
Cheers, Alex.
And more friends.
Cheers. Okay, what's left, Bumpy?
All right. Well, yeah, personal promos, just videos right now flying out every single day for like the next week or so. And then I might kind of change it up to where I'm doing like maybe 3 videos a week or something like that once I get caught up here. But those are my regular videos I put out, the pre-recorded stuff. And then live stream on Monday. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Something I keep forgetting to mention when I actually do the live stream. It's Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll just know that. But there will be a show on Halloween, a New Brew Halloween episode. So when Halloween hits, feel free to dress up in costume. And the theme of that show, because normally it's not themed except to bring a new beer that you've never had before, but try to bring a beer that's considered like a Halloween themed or a haunted beer, or something that has to do with something that could be considered scary-esque. So something you've never had before that's kind of haunted, Halloween, scary themed for the so there wouldn't be more in there, but yeah, that's that.
Nice.
Shout out to who didn't Alex shout out.
It's fine. Save some for me. I got a few.
Yeah. Yeah, check out
Don't do it.
Can't even freaking think at this point, so screw it. Yeah.
That damn beer, dude.
Yeah, check out Sam Smalley.
The food coloring and
Yeah.
beer getting to you.
Fuck you.
And Perfectly Me Crafts. That's what I was thinking. And
There you
Perfectly Me
go.
Crafts with Mallory and Chew. Just great channel, especially if you're looking at checking out little reviews on breweries themselves. So they do the in-house filming of different breweries around their area. They live in they're out there in like Michigan area.
Mm-hmm.
So Chicagoland, Illinois, not Michigan, right? Be more Illinois. All right. So yeah. Woo.
Cool. Give your
Cheers.
glass of beer to the girls above you.
Yeah.
All right.
And they will drink it forever and ever and ever.
All right.
That's about how I feel drinking this beer right now.
First off, shout out to the sun. It looks like I'm being strangled by it right now.
Oh yeah, geez.
Wow, it's a bad sun glare right now.
I'm burning.
It's gonna be. This is probably the last really bad night of it before the sun moves further south and the light goes further that way. But shout outs. I started a new series last week where I'm every day in shorts, I'm sniffing a random thing. And today I sniffed Bigfoot. That's right. I sniffed Bigfoot. So that was today. Tomorrow, I have a list of things that I'm going to do, and tomorrow something different. So look out for that in your YouTube Shorts feed. You'll probably have to see me sniffing some random crap for a while now. Also, Monday is Monday Mingle at 6 p.m. Eastern, and this Monday is my member giveaway, and I'll be giving away a pint glass just like this, a nice Chatio pint glass. So, yep. So if you're a member, you will automatically on the wheel, and I will spin it probably early-ish into the show. And if you win, you'll get a pint glass from. I don't like this angle at all. It's so bad. Oh, it's so horrible. Listen,
It's like
like
you're
a
in
chin
a
strap.
like a
I know.
prism or something. Yeah.
Ready, set, hike. No, I'm not going to even shout out the Broncos. They're not
A
working.
magnifying glass.
Shout out to JB's Hangouts every Friday. He does a Hangout stream, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's a lot of fun. You hang out there and have a hoot. Good time over there. And also, I'm going to shout out Thrash Life. Ooh, I still got some of the beer left. I don't know why. Oh,
Oh,
I'm blinded.
kill ants with that,
The
you know.
Thrash goes live around 6 p.m. Eastern, Saturday and Sunday for Thrash Talk. Hang out, stream, we hang out, have a good time, we shoot the shit. But I'm done. I'm gonna actually go shut my front door. This is getting really bad. Cheers.
I think Chatio's a vampire. He's kind of sparkly.
Yes, maybe.
Welcome.
All right. So, yeah. Thanks to Beer Man. Obviously, big shout out to him for doing the show. I'm glad to be here. So I want to shout out a couple of people. Well, of course, I'll save our people. I know there's two we haven't mentioned. I'll save that for Tanner because I know he's got a few, and I'm sure he'll mention these two people. I'm going to mention some new people. One of them is the Old Growler. He's a guy that I discovered on YouTube. He's been on for 2 or 3 years. He was a journalist, and when COVID hit, he started working from home, and he started his YouTube channel. And he does just a lot of beer reviews. He's in New York, I think, near Brooklyn. He reviews a lot of the stuff that we all, like Bumpy, myself, Tanner, Alex, a lot of beers that we get. He does a really great job. Very, very good channel. He's only got like a few hundred subscribers, but he's been doing it for a while. So go show him some love, the Old Growler. And then, of course, BJ Drinks Beer, Alex's buddy. Got to meet him last week or a few days ago, and I've been watching his channel. He does, in the month of October, he's doing a different pumpkin beer every day for the month of October. He makes his own background music, edits his own videos, does a really good job. They're all between like 2 and 3 minutes long too, so he does really short, sweet, concise. Very good, knowledgeable guy. So go check him out. And that's it. I'll leave it at that because I know there's other people in our group like Miscellaneous, Josh. But maybe Tanner can mention them. I don't want to hog all the.
I like BJ's channel.
But yeah, some great beer tubers out there, and I'll give you one more from Canada. Beer for breakfast, facts for snacks. He does a lot of shorts, but he reviews beer too. He's in Canada, and he's just a cool guy. He's always cooking on the grill and drinking Laker Ice, which is an ice beer up in Canada. Just a cool, down-to-earth guy. So go check him out as well. And that's all I got. Myself, Stout Sunday, I'm trying to get back into it, but it's not regular. It's not regular enough to where I can really promote myself because it may be on my channel. It may be on Ron Terrio's channel, but just check out my beer reviews, John and Ellie. If you type that in or Georgia Beer Reviews, you can find me if you're not already subscribed. And that's it. Thank you, Beer Man, for having me. Enjoyed hanging out with all you guys. Good to be back kind of into the, some of these live shows, and cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
John.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, man. Cheers, John.
All right. Shout outs for me. Tonight we're going to be doing an episode of Beer Talk, which is going to be pretty much like beer discussion, possibly talking about what you guys see as far as like an insight for your channel within the next year, getting towards the end of the year. So we'll possibly talk about some of our favorite beers, favorite breweries of the year. A little bit of some brewing discussion. I know Beerman just recently started brewing some beers that look pretty good. So I'd like to kind of throw that into the mix as well. And on the show, in honor of Josh last beer, I went and grabbed this today. This is a 3 Fontaine, I believe. Fontaine?
Fontanine, I think, yeah.
Something like that. But this is their Oud Goose. It's a 6 point. Can you read that? It's hard to read.
Be ready to be disappointed for how much you paid for it.
Legendary Bumpy.
It was $12. So it's 6.5 alcohol by volume. It is I believe it's a lambic. So it says is a blend of 2 and at least 3-year-old lambic, spontaneously fermented, matured in oak barrels, extended bottle aging, unfiltered, unpasteurized. Its ingredients says water, barley malt 6%, raw wheat 40%, and old hops. And the bottling date was 2/4/20, so it's got some age to it. And it says, it's very small writing, so in my camera's garbage. 2/4/2020. And it says, where's the best by? Had me laughing. Best before 10/26/2040.
Nice. Wow. Jeez.
Hold on to this one for a while.
Yeah,
this is 12
I
months.
have a feeling though, if you sit on it for that long, I bet it's total shit in 2040. That's come on, 2040.
So I grabbed that in honor of Josh. He's been telling me to check out their product. I could get some. So hopefully Josh is on the show and I can drink that with him. And then
the panel members won't be alive in 2040. So
yeah,
I would
Wait a minute.
I would recommend drinking it sooner rather than
John, wait a minute. What do you mean we won't be alive in 2000?
No, I've got 10 more years, Alex.
I mean,
probably have 15.
I probably have another good 5
You gotta
years,
be
and then like 5 years of like just,
take it day by day.
You gotta be positive.
yeah, okay.
So morbid. The Shining and then Death Talk. It's great.
Other than that, shout out to Miscellaneous. I believe he said he's going to do his Thursday night beer session.
Nice.
Got some product, so look out for that tomorrow, 8 p.m. I would say he's either going to do that or a Power Hour. Go check out his channel.
Bring light beers.
And also check out Thomas Mel 75. I think he's doing wild card tonight. I haven't heard anything from him, unless you guys have. But 7:30 tonight. Bring any type of adult beverage that you want to review on the show. Just don't be a douche.
There you go.
One other person that I want to shout out, and I've been shouting him out because he does a really good job with his channel, and he's very knowledgeable, especially if you guys like brewing and stuff. Go check out Just Brewing, JUS' Brewing. His name's Justin. He's a younger dude, but he seems like he knows what he's talking about, and a lot of his videos are very entertaining to watch. So go give that guy a sub and follow along if you're interested in brewing. I think you would like his channel. So,
cool.
Other than that, thank you, Beer Man, for having me tonight. Cheers, brother. Cheers, guys.
Man, no problem. Thanks for being here. Cheers, man. All right. Well, Beer and Cheese Tuesday, of course, is next week will be the same thing as always. Just bring what you want. Any pairing, 8:00 Eastern. Tuesday will be, or Wednesday, excuse me, will be for I Like Your Style. Will be this our last Halloween one.
Ooh.
Your Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Yes, Hellraiser it is. That's my last one. And then we'll just start going normal again. I might go musical bands or something from Thursday.
Legendary Bumpy, aren't you going to, I'm not Bumpy, Beerman, event, once we get into November, you're not going to do Christmas stuff until December, right?
Probably, I don't know. I might go off of the whole like theme for a month thing. I might just do it like once, like towards the end, because it gets a little old. Okay. So I'm probably gonna go back to normal. But yeah, I might go like bands or something, musical stuff.
Nice,
we'll figure it out. Just thinking about that. So yeah, 3:00, 6:00, your time, your guys' most of your guys' time. Chatio's an hour away from me, 2 hours. But yeah. So yeah, that and then beer coming up. I've got the beer right here next to me, and I haven't checked it yet, but we'll see what happens. If I have any left and it's good, I'll send some out to you guys and we'll figure it out. Yeah. So it'll be kind of fun. But other than that, nothing really hardcore right now. Might be some shifts in time frames and stuff like that because I've got to figure out a job situation. But other than that, let's shout out South 10 Beer Reviews, man. 369 subscribers. If you haven't gone to his stuff already, you should. He does a lot of Hop Butcher, a lot of stuff. He's friends with FLX and all those guys as well, Rajopolis, and so his last one, he's out of Georgia, I think. His last one was Rainbows and Lollipops from the Fermentorium, and then he did Megabyte. It was his second to last. Shark Home Brewing's in the house right now, and I haven't shouted you out, and I as a home brewing person, I thought it would be appropriate because that's what I've started doing as well. His last one was home brewing books in my library, and then he did I watched the Chatting with Bramhall Backroom Brewery. That was pretty cool. So go check out Shark Home Brewing. And one more. Nope, not one more. That was one that was already. Sorry, that's it. That's all I have. All right. So yeah, thanks guys. Thanks so much. I want to thank my panel here. We had Alex the Beer Master, Bumpy Road Brews, Chatio, John Anilli, and East Coast LQ Reviews. Thank you guys so much, and cheers. Thanks for being here and supporting the show, as well as the whole the chat, man, the community, man. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. No problem, Shark. No problem. Yeah, thanks for being here. I'm not going to go through everyone. Shark, we'll go through everyone. Fuck it. JV's home. JV's Hangout. Go check out JV's Hangout as well. Fuck, man. Hell yeah, dude.
I shouted him out.
Damn it, you did?
Okay,
sweet.
Out.
All
What
right.
the heck, JV?
Well, you get it again. All right.
There he goes. He deserves it.
Double shot.
Jamie C, Steve's Bar. I want to say Steve's Bar.
Stuntman Steve.
Okay, yeah.
New
Okay.
channel.
Cheryl Crawford, of course. You're always here. Dagon Hills. Much love to that guy. He's a very cool dude. Always doing some interesting things. Thrash Life, cheers to you, buddy. And that's it. That's what we have. So let's say goodbye. I've got my beer here. You guys have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful world, but not after one more.
This is Alex the Beer Master, and we will see you all. This is Alex the Beer Master.
Jesus
We will
Christ.
see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex the Beer Master signing out. Cheers, everybody.
And
One
then have a
last
sip.
There you go.
All right. One more haunted one.